Hi, I'm Greg Shepard with IHS. I'm here with CERAWeek On Demand, and my role is Senior Director of our solar research here at IHS. It's my privilege today to have David Levine, the CEO of Geostellar, with us. And so why don't we just jump in? Why don't you tell us about your company? What are you guys doing?
Sure. Well, we're helping homeowners and commercial property managers fight climate change as well as ever-rising utility bills through an online application that gives them an instant, free, and independent assessment of how much money they can save, how much power they can generate, and how much carbon they can reduce by going solar or implementing energy-efficient technologies.
So how do consumers access this? How do they find out about your company?
It's pretty simple. All you have to do is type in an address, and we've really tried to make it that easy. So if you own a property, you just type in an address and there's an instant answer. We've done all the analytics behind the scenes, and the goal is, what's really difficult isn't so much the technology, but getting people to attract other people and really getting momentum going. If you have a centralized power plant that produces a gigawatt of power, it's a lot of work developing it, costs a lot of money, but once it's up and running, it just hums along. And so our real goal, besides providing homeowners and property managers with information, is really coordinating them to get them to operate as if they're a gigawatt power plant, while they're really, a whole lot of 10 kilowatt power plants.
So what would you say is the value you're providing to consumers, and do you have business partners that you work with?
Sure. Well, actually our main investor is NRG Energy, one of the largest independent power producers in the US, and their CEO is one of the more visionary ones who really understands that there's a long-term transition between centralized and distributed, between carbon polluting technologies and clean technologies. So they're one of our major partners. We also partner with a lot of local installers, solar financing companies, local electricians, as well as solar distributors. And our value proposition to those industry partners, as well as utilities, is making the acquisition costs much lower. In the industry, it can cost 45 to 60 cents a watt to close a project. We charge a lot less when it closes. The value proposition to the homeowner is very simple. Without Geostellar, there's really no way to compare apples to apples different proposals, because one installer might suggest that you'll save $20 a month, another $40 a month, another $50 a month, but the underlying assumptions might be very different. One might assume utility rates are going to rise 7%, another might assume that they're going to rise 5%, or that SREC prices and credits are going to be very different. So what we try and do is align the various bids so that the homeowner is really assured that they're getting the best value.
Do you work with commercial companies, building owners, or is it focused primarily on the consumer residential market?
Well, our initial launch is for homeowners. It's all residential scale. There is availability. If you type in a commercial address, you'll still get an answer. We really just haven't done the work marketing that yet. Our idea is that once we get momentum from homeowners, they'll actually start encouraging businesses to go solar, because they'll be able to look up those businesses. We've actually found that a lot of the large companies that are going solar, implementing energy efficiency, are doing it for perception, to attract a certain clientele, the people who are really concerned about climate change as well as paying high utility rates, tend to be affluent and tend to be loyal consumers. So we're really looking at that connection between the homeowner and the business as a core, fundamental part of our offering.
So I understand you're working with social media. Could you tell us a little bit how that's working for you?
Sure. What we're introducing at South by Southwest on Saturday, we're having a big launch party on the 9th, of March. Social media is really the center of South by Southwest. Twitter launched there, Foursquare, and what we're doing is really having social media integrated into our product and also integrating our product into Facebook and Twitter, so that the moment a homeowner looks up their property and sees, I could save $20,000 over the course of the lifespan of the solar array, or I can reduce carbon by 15 tons over the life of the array, or I could generate this amount of power, we're helping them spread the word, not just get bids, but also encourage their neighbors and others. What we found is that there's a solar evangelist in every neighborhood in solar markets, and those guys walk around with their iPads and show everybody how much they're producing at that very moment. So we're also really building in features to help those people share and show off how much power they're generating, so that they can encourage others to go solar.
Sounds like a very noble cause, and I could definitely see the benefit of that. I think I've been one of those solar evangelists myself, so knowing there's a way to communicate and interact with others, it's good to know.
Exactly.
Well, anything else we should know about what your company's up to?
That's most of it. We're really just hoping that everybody who's here at CERAWeek views us in two ways. One is a potential partner. If you're with a utility or a power producer, this will be the easiest way to really reach all your consumers and find out how to really partner with them and support the homeowners who really should be going solar, and not spending a lot of time on the ones who have too much shading or the wrong orientation of their roof facets. So that's a big part of it, but we're also hoping that everyone looks at us as property owners, as you do, who will just simply type in their own address and find out if you can save $20, $50, $100 a month on your utility bill, while you're fighting climate change at the same time. There's really, it's a win-win.
Definitely, very cool.
Well, thanks so much, really appreciate it.
Well, thanks, David Levine with Geostellar, and this is Greg Shepard signing off here from CERAWeek On Demand 2013. Thank you.